What's up, everybody? My name's Bigg and welcome back to another movie review. And today we are talking about 1980s The Blues Brothers, starring Dan Aykroyd and John Belushi as Jake Blues and Elwood Blues, aka the Blues Brothers. I'm sure there's many of people that thought that this Blues Brothers movie was two brothers that played blues music. And they're not wrong, but they're also two brothers named Elwood and Jake Blues. And I friggin' love these two guys together. It feels like the comedy of SNL, but with like a big time budget. And I'm not sure what the budget for this movie was, but there's some like legit car stunts in this film where you're like, yeah, like 1980, there was no CGI cars that they could just flip over in the middle of Chicago, right? Like, they're ripping through Chicago with like hundreds of police cars and crazy stunts, right? Like if you're an action movie type of guy, you know, this isn't necessarily full action, and it's not necessarily a full musical either, but it's got like these comedy action elements, and it tells a story, but it also has the musical elements in it, like Aretha Franklin's in here, Ray Charles is in here, James Brown is in here, right? And I'm sure there's so many more that I'm missing. Calloway is one of my favorites. Like, I love seeing Calloway in here. Don't you get tired of Minnie the Moocher? She was a red hot hoochie coocher. Right? Like, Calloway, like, I am such an old soul. And this movie feels every bit of what my youth, you know, like I remember watching this as a kid, one of the few movies I ever saw that I actually enjoyed from my father's forced watchings, you know, like there's so many movies that I've seen and they're classics, right? Like Jeff Goldblum's The Fly. I've never seen that as an adult. I don't remember it, but I have a image embedded in my head that's either trauma. It's either like trauma or it's like a real like memory that's like, oh my god, that was awesome, but I'm pretty sure it's trauma. You know, like you see things as a young kid, like, you know, Indiana Jones, the Temple of Doom, the guy punching the heart out of that guy's chest, you know, like certain things, they stay with you, you know what I mean? And this movie definitely has stayed with me for a long time. I'm pretty sure, yeah, John Candy's in here too. I love John Candy. I love that Carrie Fisher's in here at some point. Chaka Khan, right? Like there's so many musicians in here and dope actors and funny ass comedians like Dan Aykroyd. I mean, is so good. And rest in peace John Belushi, but John Belushi was phenomenal too. And it's funny watching this right now after I had just seen the Saturday Night movie about the first taping of Saturday Night Live, where John Belushi is portrayed by Matt Wood, I believe is his name, and Dan Aykroyd's played by Dylan O'Brien, I think. But they both played those characters really well. And, you know, they're not necessarily the Blues Brothers in that movie, but they're both individuals. Like, Dan's over here and John's gonna be the bumblebee and the main star of the show, you know, like, a very different time in their life. But 1980, man, what is that, 45 years ago, this movie? And it still holds up really damn well. And the music is phenomenal, the story's great, but just like the fact that they go place to place and find these different musical elements to add to the band, and then they're bumping into people like James Brown at the church, Ray Charles at the music shop, Aretha Franklin, I'm pretty sure. Yep, Aretha Franklin's at the diner, I think, right? Like, and then the whole band is all legends. Like, oh man, dude, this movie is so good. If you haven't seen The Blues Brothers, I watched it last night streaming on Amazon Prime Video, and it is really, really good movie. I can't say enough good things about it and enough good memories about it. The stunts, the acting, the two boys, the Blues Brothers, just really good stuff. Overall, I gave this movie 4 out of 5 stars, about an 8 out of 10, and honestly it might even be like an 8.5 out of 10. I really enjoy this movie, and it's like a comfort movie, you know? It's one of those movies you go back and watch, and it's good every time you watch it, and you're like, yeah, no wonder why I loved this when I last watched it, and now I won't have to watch it for a while, but I'm damn glad I did, and I'm so glad that you guys clicked on this video and came by. If you've made it to this point in the video, thank you so much. If you'd like to follow my other social medias, links for those down in the description below. Big Cam, 2 G's in the Big, pretty much anywhere. You can find me on Blue Sky and Threads as well. But my name is Big Cam once again. Thank you guys so much. If you'd like to support this channel, commenting below is the best way to do that. Liking this video, subscribing, hitting that bell so you don't miss future videos and you get the notifications. And I will see you beautiful people in the next one. Peace.